Hey there, Joey De Silva, coming back to you with another PyCharm video today. Today we're going to be going over functions. I'm going to create 4 different functions and a main function, and we're going to actually use a random number generator as well. So let's go ahead and we'll get started. We're going to define create problem. And as we go through this, I'll kind of tell you what I'm making. I think that'll just be easier. So first we're going to create a problem. To do this, we need to identify 2 local variables. So we'll go number 1 and number 2. And from here, I'm just going to type in the random function. I think it's, what is it, rand int. And we'll do 1 through 200. We'll just go ahead and copy it, and we'll paste it. And we're not done yet. As you can see, number 1 and number 2 right here, they're just kind of gray. That's because they have not been returned. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll return number 1, and we'll return number 2. Perfect. And that'll take care of the first function. So the system is literally just creating a problem. But the problem is, we can't see that problem it's creating. So we need to make a function to display that. Called display problem. And in here, we're literally just doing something as simple as printing what we just made up there. But in order to do that, this is something I skipped. We need to bring these down to here. So we need to create 2 parameters for display problem. So we'll do number 1 and number 2. Now we're going to print, what am I going to do here? I'm going to have number 1 right there. We want to add this. And we want number 2 right here. Perfect. From there, we're done. We don't have to worry about that function anymore. So now we have the system is creating the problem. Now it's displaying the problem. Now I want to get some user input. I want the user to input what the sum of these 2 numbers is going to be. Perfect. That's what we're going to do. So let's define get answer. And we don't need any parameters for this one. We'll use them on the next one. We're going to make user answer equals, it's got to be an int. And we'll say, please enter the sum of these 2 numbers. Perfect. And again, we have this problem where it's grayed out. We're just going to return this because we need to use this value later. So return user answer. Perfect. And now we're going to go to, where are we going to go here? We've created the problem. The system's created it. The system then displays it. Then the user types in input. Now the system has to check and see if this answer is right or not. So we'll call it check answer. Simple. The simpler the better. And we need these 2 parameters, number 1 and number 2. And I think that's it. No, actually we need this one since we just returned it. We need user answer for sure. Okay. Alright. Alright, well they're gray right here, right now, but once we start using them, they'll turn back to white. For here, we want to make correct answer number 1 plus number 2. Now we need to make an if statement to make sure that we are. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I can't even think right now. If the correct answer is equal to the user answer, we're gonna print congrats, you got it right. You got it right. But if it's wrong, print better luck next time. Better luck next time, Jack. That's what we'll say. What's going on here? Oh, as you can see, I did not put my columns right here. Let's go ahead and put those in. And we're done. We're done with all of these functions. We created a problem. We then displayed the problem. We got user input. And then the system will check to see if it's right or wrong. If it's right, congrats, you got it right. If it's wrong, better luck next time, Jack. So let's run it. What's going on? Nothing's running. Well, that's because we have to call these functions. But to do that, let's go ahead and create a main function first. And we'll call all the functions inside the main function. So let's define main. And we don't need any parameters. We're not bringing any variables down. Do num1 and num2. And we need to call, what do we need to call first? Create problem. So from here, we will go create problem. Then we need to call display problem. So I'm going to make something up here. Just do display PR0. Just display problem with num1. We need the parameters here. Num2. And now you can see these are initialized. Perfect. Alright, so we got to call two more functions. We've called create problem. We've called display problem. Now let's call user answer. Also known as a user input. There we go. Perfect. And the last thing we need to do is to check this answer. So we don't want to do that. There we go. That's perfect. Check answer, and we need to bring number 1 back, number 2 back. It's just like the parameters we used before in here. And then user answer. Yeah. Great, that's initialized. Perfect. And to call it, all we do is call main right down here. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. 92 plus, I totally did the spacing wrong. 92 plus 192. Let's just call it 67, even though it's not. Better luck next, Jack. Better luck next time, Jack. And let's try it right. Let me get my phone out real quick. 128. Alright. Give me 252. Congrats, you got it right. Oh, my spelling is so off. All right. And what did I not go over? I think that checks all the boxes. Global variables. Let's talk about those. I did not use any of those in here, did I? We will just create x equals u and try again by running the program again. Alright, so this global variable is not involved in any of these functions. It's just some that stays on the outside. And right here, I made it x. So we're literally just going to run main, and then we're going to print x. So it's a completely separate entity. Yep, stop and rerun. Thank you. 59 plus 143, 34. Better luck next time, Jack. You can try again by running the program again. Alright, and thank you.